Okay. Next day. So now I got to figure out my bearings. These are 1/over rollers here now. So I got the cases all cleaned up again. Shop nice and warmed up again tonight. So now we got to figure out what size bearings are going to go into here. So you can see that bearing right there, nice and smooth. Some over here is also done. This one was out around, but the bigger I got it, the more round I got, and finally I got up to 1/over bearings. I got something to work with. Took a couple thou. I think it's about 2 thou bigger than it was when I started. So if they gave me something to work with, that'd been great, but they didn't. So it is what it is. So you just have to go oversize. Okay, I think this one was fitted already. It's the next day, you got to check everything anyway. See the numbers you have. That is not fitted for this at all. So that means that's fitted for the mic. So that's 304 and a half, roughly 410 something. Nope, a half. 304.5. That's pretty close to the number. So we gotta reset our bore gauge. So we know where we're at. I think it moved about 2.5 tenths. Temperature changes. Four. Pretty close. With my eyes anywhere. Okay, this one was supposed to be oh, it'll be 0. So, I don't know if you can see the number in there, but 0 in that one spot. Gonna hold it straight. You see it's got a taper in it. See it's 0 there, but as you go down, about the bottom of the bearing area is about 8 tenths. A little taper in it, which I don't like, but it is what it is. A couple tenths there. So, all right. So that one's got taper in it. So that's got 1 to 1.3. I mean 1.75. Yeah, it's not as good a job as I like, but it is what it is. So we'll see how standard bearings feel on that one. It won't be tight, that's the biggest thing. It's really difficult to hone that because the case is so uneven. And the mandrel was not cooperating either. It's a pain. So now I'm going to change this to the bigger size, which means I just got a shimmer here. Just 80 thou shimmer right here. 1/300 to 1/380. 3/4 is 375. So this can set with our bore standard. Couple tenths different. Put it where I can see it. Off by a tenth. Zero right there. 0 plus Okay. $28. Okay, this one was supposed to be 3775. So 1 thou over bearings should put us at 2 thou up from that number. So 7.5. And so we're at 2.8. 2.6 and a half. All the way down to the bottom of the hole. 2.5, that thing shrunk quite a bit. 3. 2.8. I'm on the wrong number. I thought about that last night. I thought I had the right spot, but it's... Oh, see, this is a 75 is 0. So we're supposed to be at 4, 5. Okay, so we're, yeah, 1, 2 up. Yep. So it's about right. Gotta think about that one twice. Okay, so you got a little bit of taper. Out around's not too bad. A couple of tenths or so, maybe, no, max. A little bit of taper in that one also. I haven't found a good way of holding these big cases because they're so oblong when you're holding them. It's hard to hold on to. Okay, so I got 1 over bearings right here. So I'm going to go ahead and stack these up in the race here, cage. I'm going to do a mock up. See how it feels. I never really care about the actual numbers, I care about what it feels. If the feel is wrong, everything else is wrong. If you're really careful, you can stack these rollers into the cage. They're just difficult. You have a flat surface, obviously, to keep them where you need to be. What they hold them in here is gravity. Don't want to go in. Do the next one. It's a very low mileage cage, so it's pretty tight. Okay, once it's in, put the shaft in the hole. And there, they're held in now. And now I'd like to check the fit. Check it like it's missing the bike. So, stick it in there like that. Sure it feels good, like it should be. So I'm feeling the shaft over here, how much up and down it has in movement. Feels even. Spins free. It's not screwing in or out. If it screws in and out, it's usually tight. Okay, that feels pretty good. It's hard to show any of this. Watch it fall on the ground now that I'm trying to do a camera view. Okay, so it spins in there nice and easy. No drag. So lights off again. Okay, so I don't know if you can see the movement, but you're up and down, front to back, and your X pattern. So it feels pretty even all the way around, and it does have a little clearance in it, which I like. So that's what I like now. Okay, so that one's good. Now we're going to check our main shaft back here. See what it feels like. These you tend to want to be a little bit looser because they're under a lot of load at low RPM. A lot of stuff's moving around, so you want to make sure they're pretty accurate. Got a clearance in them. No clearance is bad. Okay, that's good.